Good evening. Tensions in the Middle East have escalated dramatically as the United States' naval blockade of the Strait of Hormuz officially came into effect this afternoon. This critical waterway, vital for global oil transport, is now under stringent American control, sparking immediate and stern warnings from US President Donald Trump towards Tehran. In a direct message disseminated across the internet, President Trump cautioned Iran against any retaliatory actions. He declared that Iranian speedboats, should they dare to approach the American blockade, would be immediately eliminated. His forceful stance was further elaborated on his platform, Truth Social, where President Trump asserted that the Iranian Navy had been completely annihilated, writing that 158 ships lay on the seabed, fully destroyed. He added that only Tehran's speedboats remained, dismissing them as posing no significant threat. President Trump did not mince words regarding the consequences of any attempt to challenge the blockade. He threatened, should one of these ships approach our blockade, it will be immediately eliminated, and that with the same procedure we apply against the drug traffickers at sea. This grave warning underscores the seriousness with which the United States is enforcing its new policy in the region. The United States has previously stated that it destroyed a significant portion of the Iranian Navy during the ongoing conflict. However, Iran's Revolutionary Guards are known to possess a large fleet of small, fast boats, reportedly stationed in well-hidden coastal strongholds, which could present a different kind of challenge. As of this afternoon, the implementation of Washington's planned blockade of the strait was supposed to have commenced. However, it remained unclear whether the U.S. Regional Command for the Middle East, CENTCOM, had indeed started preventing specific ships from passing through the strategic waterway since 4 p.m. Central European summertime. The previously announced blockade explicitly targets vessels that have an Iranian port as their point of departure or destination. This includes Iranian ports situated on both the Persian Gulf and the Gulf of Oman. CENTCOM had clarified on Sunday, local time, that the passage of ships through the Strait of Hormuz without an Iranian destination or starting point would not be impeded, aiming to minimize disruption to international shipping not directly linked to Iran. This assertive move by US President Donald Trump follows the recent breakdown of diplomatic negotiations between the United States and Iran, which had taken place in the Pakistani capital of Islamabad. On Sunday, President Trump formally announced the naval blockade. His primary objective is twofold. First, to prevent Iran from collecting transit fees from shipping companies for passage through the strait, and second, to effectively cut off the country from its crucial oil revenues. The ultimate goal is to intensify pressure on Tehran. Iran is one of the world's largest oil producers, making the Strait of Hormuz enormously important for the nation to export its oil to international markets. The strategic significance of the strait has been a flashpoint throughout the current conflict. Since the war began on February 28th, initiated by US-Israeli attacks on Iran, Iran had, in turn, blocked this globally important waterway off its coast, effectively halting the passage of oil tankers. This led to a sharp increase in global energy prices, a development that also put considerable pressure on President Trump. Just this past Wednesday, the United States and Iran had agreed to a 2-week ceasefire. President Trump explicitly linked the continuation and success of this ceasefire to the reopening of the vital strait. The current U.S. blockade marks a significant escalation as Washington moves to assert its control over a choke point central to both regional power dynamics and global energy security. What's your take on Hormuz blockade? Trump issues stern warning to Iran? Share your view in the comments. Do you think this will matter in the next news cycle? This video was generated using artificial intelligence.